En la primera parte de los enigmas que rodean al caso Kenny Veach, hablamos de las exploraciones llevadas a cabo por Sean Horlacher. Sin embargo, Sean no es el único creador de contenido que ha visitado la zona en busca de Kenny. El dueño de otro canal con más de 1 millón de suscriptores llamado Aquachigger, que normalmente se dedica a la detección metálica y exploraciones en busca de objetos en ríos y estanques, también realizó varias expediciones en solitario por la zona del cañón Pintura y el pozo de la mina, donde Kenny grabó su último video y se encontró su celular. Durante su primera expedición realizada en el año 2021, Aquachigger intentó seguir las huellas de Kenny, para lo cual descargó el último video del youtuber en su celular y fue comparando los distintos paisajes. En ese primer viaje, se acercó al igual que Sean a la zona donde Kenny había dicho que se encontraba la ya famosa cueva en forma de M. Desafortunadamente, a pesar de rastrear detalladamente el último tramo del cañón Pintura, no pudo dar con la ubicación de la cueva ni localizar ninguna otra pista que lo guiara hacia el posible paradero de Veach. Al final, cansado de las largas caminatas que tuvo que llevar a cabo, concluyó que en lo referente a la cueva en forma de M, todo se había tratado de una invención por parte de Kenny.
Yeah. So close it out. I'm done. M cave doesn't exist. Kenny, yeah, he's probably up there somewhere, but we're not going to find him on this trip.
En aquel primer viaje, Aquachigger grabó suficiente material para publicar 4 videos, pero en apariencia no habría encontrado nada nuevo o relevante en lo referente a la cueva en forma de M o acerca de lo que pudo ocurrirle a Kenny Veach. Sin embargo, sí pudo explorar un par de rincones interesantes, especialmente una cavidad presente en el cañón Pintura lo bastante amplia y accesible como para servir en su momento de refugio para los nativos americanos. Pese a esto, no mostraba ningún signo claro de ocupación por parte de estos, lo cual le llamó la atención.
Alright, so, wow, okay. I almost expect to see it. I don't know if the cliff dwellers were down this far or not, or up this far, but wow, this is beautiful, huh? Is this nice sandy area? Wow, jeez, my breath. Well, I'm not seeing anything amazing. Even without seeing anything, I can guarantee that the American Indians use this as a shelter. That's a perfect place. I'd say don't catch my breath. Give me a minute. Okay, I've caught my breath a little bit, and just looking around, I don't see any, what I would say are absolute signs that this was used by American Indians, but I can certainly picture them being in here, because it's just a beautiful shelter. It's definitely a nice area, man. It's beautiful up here, huh? Look at that. This would be a nice warming place.
Lo que parecía haber sido una expedición más o menos común y corriente, comenzó a tornarse más intrigante cuando de repente un seguidor de su canal notó algo extraño en uno de los videos que Aquachigger publicó. En el segundo de ellos, el explorador se acercó hasta el pozo de la mina para intentar seguir la misma ruta que Veach utilizó en su último video, para lo cual debió subir hasta el paso conocido como el Paso del Caballo Salvaje, y luego continuar en dirección al cañón Pintura. En un punto en particular, después de bajar del citado paso, Aquachigger se detuvo para observar detenidamente el video de Kenny, y comparar las formas rocosas con el objeto de asegurarse que se encontraba en el camino correcto.
We're at the next identifiable stop on Kenny's video, okay? I'm just going to show you a quick clip from that video. But there's a square cutout right here, and a line that goes up, looks kind of like a pyramid above it. And that's how we're going to know exactly where we're at. So we're standing right about where he was standing 7 years ago or 8 years ago. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll continue down the canyon. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll continue down.
Pero, ¿por qué llamó la atención de algunos seguidores esta formación rocosa? Si bien podría tratarse de una simple ilusión óptica, hay que dejar en claro que en la naturaleza las líneas rectas son relativamente raras, y más aún lo son los ángulos rectos, es decir de 90 grados, que solo están presentes en algunos cristales y en la intersección con el suelo que forman los troncos de ciertos árboles. Por lo tanto, que en un corto tramo del cañón aparezcan presentes tanto una especie de anomalía en forma de cuadrado que señala el mismo Aquachigger, y unos metros más adelante, en la otra pared rocosa una especie de estructura constituida por varias líneas rectas y al menos un ángulo de 90 grados, es ciertamente muy improbable. La presencia de tantas líneas rectas juntas en un mismo lugar apuntarían más bien hacia algo artificial. Pero dejemos de lado cualquier debate y enfoquémonos en la segunda expedición llevada a cabo por Aquachigger 6 meses después de la primera, durante los meses de otoño del año 2021. En dicha expedición, Aquachigger grabó y subió otros 4 videos, en los cuales se enfocó principalmente en adentrarse por una serie de cañones poco explorados de la cordillera Oveja. Su objetivo era encontrar los restos de Kenny, quien de acuerdo a él se había internado intencionalmente en alguno de esos apartados lugares con el fin de quitarse la vida, ya que se encontraba deprimido. Precisamente, fue al ascender por un cañón próximo a la mina que comenzó a notar que un montón de pinos, algunos de los cuales debían tener cientos de años, se encontraban en proceso de secarse y morir.
No, this isn't true, but it feels like I'm like the first person ever to be up here. It's so weird, it's so remote. And I want to show you something else too. I wasn't even going to mention this, but in Kenny's video, his MK video, he talked about how he had these like weird vibrations and his whole body shook and it kind of freaked him out and scared him. And he wouldn't go into the MK, and that's kind of what started all this. And as I've been coming up through this canyon here, I've noticed something very strange. As I was coming up through here, I'm noticing a lot of dead pine trees. Like 1, 2, 3, there's 3 right there. And there's some others up there. Now those don't have branches on them, so they could have been dead a little while. But if you notice, those still have the needles on them. So those 3 right there, and there's 100 more down there. I suspect we're going to see 100 more up there have died just recently. I mean, those things have probably been here for 300 years, and they did just fine. Why are they all dying now? I'm thinking it could be possible that maybe the military, now there's all kinds of like weird secret military bases around here, maybe they are subjecting this whole area to like some very ultra low frequency sound waves or some weird type of matter. Maybe that's what Kenny felt that made him freak out. Maybe it's like a new weapon that they're working on that's killing the pine trees.
Ese mismo fenómeno se repetía en otros árboles de la misma especie, conforme ascendía por el mismo cañón, y mientras comentaba ese hecho Aquachigger comenzó a escuchar una especie de sonidos parecidos a explosiones.
But I tell you one thing, kind of weird. There's a giant pine tree right there, kind of looking down over the valley. But look at all the dead trees. That one's dying. All these are dying in here. And if you look up there, there's a whole group of dead ones there too. Like I said, man, that one dying behind me. That many are dying right now today. There won't be any trees up here in another 20 years. That's very strange. I wonder what that's all about. Hear that? I could feel it as much as I could hear it. Deep rumbling, like almost like earthquakes. But I think it's the bombing range, one of the bombing ranges over that direction. That's weird. He probably couldn't hear it, but I could definitely feel it.
Aunque es algo difícil escuchar los sonidos a los que se refiere Aquachigger, sí son hasta cierto punto perceptibles. Hay que preguntarse si se trata de bombardeos de prueba llevados a cabo en el campo de bombardeos de Tonopah, el cual es un sitio especialmente destinado por los militares para probar todo tipo de armas explosivas. El único inconveniente es que dicho campo se asienta a más de 200 kilómetros del lugar donde se encontraba Aquachigger en ese momento. Una distancia tan considerable con varias montañas de por medio, haría ciertamente difícil escuchar algo del ruido generado por los bombardeos, y mucho menos sentir cualquier onda que viaje por el suelo. Lo que significa que de tratarse efectivamente de pruebas militares, estas se estarían llevando a cabo en un punto más próximo. Pero esa no fue la única vez en ese día en particular que Aquachigger escucharía dichos sonidos.
Man, I'm gonna go up here, look around. That's the boys dropping the bombs. All right.
Y tampoco sería la última vez en la exploración de ese remoto cañón, en la que Aquachigger percibiría algo inexplicable. Poco después de ascender por una de las empinadas paredes del mismo, casi a punto de llegar a la parte alta comenzó a tener una extraña sensación.
Still up on the ridge, kind of walking the ridge back. I'm kind of getting a weird feeling in this area. Not sure why, but we're going to explore this pretty close. Especially when I came to those little trees right there. I don't know, just like a chill went up my spine. Something about this spot is really... got a weird feeling, let's just put it that way.
La sensación que describe Aquachigger se asocia generalmente a una especie de sexto sentido que nos alerta de un peligro inminente, ante el cual nos sentimos amenazados pero que aún no podemos ver, por ejemplo como cuando un depredador nos acecha. Cabe mencionar que la zona puede ser el hogar de alguno que otro puma, pero si la sensación percibida por el youtuber se hubiera debido a uno de esos felinos acechándolo, no se explicaría por qué ésta se localizaba en un punto en concreto y no lo seguía hacia otros lugares. Si bien los pumas son cazadores de emboscada, suelen acechar a sus presas por largo rato siguiéndolas de cerca antes de atacarlas. Además, estos depredadores no acostumbran a estar activos mientras el sol se encuentra alto en el horizonte, sino más bien durante el atardecer y la noche. Otra probable explicación a esta extraña sensación de miedo súbito fue expuesta por el célebre investigador de ovnis y otros fenómenos paranormales, Ionakil, quien en su famoso libro Las profecías del hombre polilla, explicaba que dicha sensación, frecuentemente experimentada por los testigos de extrañas luces o seres, podía deberse a la proyección de una especie de onda de infrasonido sobre los sujetos en cuestión. Esta teoría coincidiría con la hipótesis planteada por Aquachigger en relación a la muerte de los pinos. A pesar de esa incómoda sensación, Aquachigger culminaría aquella jornada de exploración sin mayores contratiempos. No sin antes regalarnos una hermosa vista panorámica desde la parte alta de la montaña adyacente al cañón.
Down there is the Kenny's mine shaft. It's down on that little knoll right there somewhere. You can see that light spot in the bottom. That's where the Indians would cook their food. We looked at that earlier today. My truck is down that valley. I can see it in the binoculars, but you probably can't see it right now. But it's a long way away, so we're going to have to be hustling here. That's Wild Horse Pass right there. That's where we went over the first, the last videos I made. We went over that pass and down that canyon right there. And that's where I made the video where I was showing everything as I was going along, matching up with Kenny's video. You go down through there, you can see that light spot there. That's where the Indians have the little food making area, and I had that in my other videos. And the canyon itself, where the cave is, starts down there and then drops down to the bottom. So it's a very small section.
2 días después, Aquachigger haría otra exploración comenzando en la base del cañón que se ubica inmediatamente después del cañón Pintura. Su objetivo era escalar hasta la parte alta y luego hacer una especie de rodeo, para luego adentrarse nuevamente en el tramo donde supuestamente se encuentra la cueva en forma de M. Cabe mencionar que la zona en la que inició su caminata queda prácticamente de frente a las montañas donde inicia la zona militar restringida, y por lo tanto la actividad de drones es constante.
Listen to that. Predator drones. They're always flying out here. Area 51 is actually right over there, about as far as those far mountains. We might be able to see it when we get on. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Can hear those drones flying overhead though, keeping a constant surveillance on the area. Kind of makes you wondering what they're looking at, doesn't it? They're up there.
En este tramo de subida, Aquachigger comenzaría a notar tremendas diferencias en cuanto a las señales de presencia de todo tipo de fauna entre el cañón desde el que sube y el cañón Pintura, algo que no debería ser tan marcado al tratarse de dos cañones tan próximos el uno del otro. Asimismo señala ciertas anomalías que presenta su cámara conforme asciende hacia la cresta del cañón.
I've actually seen a lot of scat out here. Poop, all kinds of different animals. It's really amazing because the other canyon where Kenny used to start his hikes at, where I've started most of my hikes, Joe May Wash or something like that, is there's nothing. I mean, there's no animal life out there. Every once in a while I see a bird, but here there's lots of poop around, like from maybe mountain goats, supposed to be mountain lions out here, coyotes, stuff like that. And there's insects, a lot of insects flying around. Just wanted to show you this map real quick too. I downloaded this from the wildlife refuge website. Sorry about the lines going across. That's just the cameras doing that. But it shows you the spring we just went past, which is cow camp. We're gonna go up to Rye Patch and go from there. Kind of strange how the camera does that because it doesn't always do it, just does it sometimes. Very weird.
Mientras Aquachigger llegaba en su subida, a uno de los puntos intermedios donde puede verse nuevamente el valle y las montañas que anteceden al área 51, y al mismo tiempo que revisaba una vieja estructura de metal que se encuentra ahí, volvían a escucharse las hélices de los drones que esta vez parecían volar más cerca, como si estuvieran monitoreándolo directamente a él.
Listen. That's a drone. They're flying over this area 24/7. I don't know if there's a predator or a reaper. I did see one up close and was taking off over some Air Force base off to my west. And it had the fins down. I can't remember which one that is, but constantly flying overhead. I'll try to get you a good shot of one if they send one up in the air. They actually fly pretty close.
Una vez alejados los drones, se dedicó a estudiar un extraño círculo marcado en el suelo por la ausencia de vegetación, quizá causada por actividades humanas llevadas a cabo en el pasado.
I wonder what this is all about. You can see how the vegetation all around me is very similar, except in this little saddle, there's a circle, a big circle right here, vegetation that's different. Something was going on here. Now I can see some rocks in the middle. Maybe someone had a fire there at one time. But this is obviously something weird happened. Why would there be a big circle like that? And this disturbance could have happened many, many years ago. Could just be a camping area. Could be an area where something else happened. I don't know. Interesting. I thought that was a turtle. Hey, look at this. That might be our answer right here. These are shards of stone where Indians were making tools. Here's another one. So this could have been a camping area. And over the thousands of years, people walking around in here changed it just a little bit, just enough so a different kind of plant would grow here than would grow, say, on that little slope right there. Pretty cool, huh? I think so, unless whatever it was came from outer space. Well, check this out. There was something up here that had concrete supports. So this is a disturbed area. Don't know if it's from thousands of years or maybe more recent. There was something up here at one time that's more concrete.
En este aspecto podemos observar otra gran diferencia entre dicho lugar y el cañón Pintura, donde pese a contar con un mejor abrigo contra las inclemencias del tiempo, no parecía haber existido ese grado de actividad ni de nativos americanos ni de europeos.
Those mountains right there in the near distance are a military reservation. We cannot go over there. In fact, if we climbed up on those mountains, I suspect we'd be escorted off. Far off in the distance, just beyond those mountains, not as far as the other, the next set. You see a little white patch, and that's Groom Lake, Area 51. So we're actually not that far from there. And then we'll work our way around the side. All right, so let's go ahead and get our bearings here. We're kind of in the spot that I want to start searching. Look back behind us. This is the valley we crawled up out of. Our truck is way down there in the bottom. And we just kind of beat feet up across here, not following a trail except for that one trail. That's probably an animal trail. That's Groom Lake. Get your bearings. Another military reservation over there. Now, what we're going to do today is concentrate on this part, this section of the Kenny Veach story. Up there, you can see just a little saddle up there. You don't know if you can see it, but that's Wild Horse Pass. And just over that is where Kenny, where the mine shaft is, where Kenny made his video, and I made a few. And I was up on that peak right up there when I did my video yesterday, well, day before yesterday now, where I got really, really weird feelings. That's the canyon, picture canyon, where the MK should be down that way, but we're not going to go that way just yet. We're going to work our way up here and then go down. Except Kenny came over Wild Horse Pass on his last visit to this area. He's going to be up in this area somewhere.
Hasta este punto es seguro decir que por algún motivo que se escapa a nuestra comprensión, el cañón Pintura era evitado tanto por los nativos americanos como por los europeos. La única actividad que llevaban a cabo las tribus indígenas en dicho lugar era plasmar arte, por lo que probablemente entendieran que se trataba de un lugar sagrado. Lo curioso es que los animales también parecen evitar en gran medida el cañón donde Kenny Veach afirmaba se encontraba la cueva en forma de M, y donde Sean Horlacher se topó con un par de extrañas situaciones. En su último video, Aquachigger recorrió por última vez el citado cañón, pero esta vez no lo hizo buscando la cueva en forma de M, sino esperando enfocarse en encontrar las diferentes pinturas que están plasmadas en sus paredes y que no pudo distinguir en recorridos previos. El youtuber dio con todo tipo de arte llevado a cabo hace cientos o miles de años.
Is that one right there? Yeah, it is, maybe. See that red right there? I think that might be a cave painting. Cave paint. Yeah, there's another one. That's handprints. Neat. Oh, all right, we found them. Now that I know what I'm looking for, we found them. Oh, these real quick. Hope I don't get in trouble showing you guys where they are, but, you know, please don't disturb them if you come up here and look at them yourselves. Look at that. Those are two little handprints. One red and one kind of a orangey red. You just imagine the people do. I'm not going to touch it, but, you know, you can imagine. Pretty small. Look almost like footprints, but I don't imagine they are. Maybe they are. I don't know. It's neat that they're different colors. Ah, jeez. There's another one here, but you can see it's getting washed away. Can't really see what that is. Obviously, there's some up there, but it's getting washed away too. These are the first ones we saw. And here, let's see what this is all about. Oh, that's a pretty one coming up. All right, that's can't really make it out because the water's washing it away. But look at that one. Somebody wrote numbers in it. It's actually a little disturbing that somebody would do that. You know, right inside of it, because I guarantee the Indians did not do that. The modern one. Sure enough, looks like it's in pencil. I can see what looks like a 4, maybe an 11. That's probably something like Tree of Life or something, I would guess. I'll take a picture of it, but I do see some more pictographs. Yeah, pictograph. I was getting confused. A lot of them up there, but most of them have been weathered really bad. I'm not going to climb up there, but I'm going to take, I'll take like a concentric circle there maybe. Another one of those like trees up there. I'll just take a picture from down here. Nice, nice. I'm glad we found those. That made this whole trip worth it to me. Now we know why they call it Picture Canyon. That looks like a giraffe. I imagine it's supposed to be, I guess, some type of animal. I guess those are maybe his legs. Yeah, it looks like muscles, legs. Could be antlers. Maybe that's a sheep or something. The thing is, you laugh about it being a giraffe, but 10, 20,000 years ago, there were all kinds of weird animals out here. Not only mammoths and mastodons, rhinoceroses, there are horses, different than the horses that are here now. These are European horses. All saber-tooth tigers, all kinds of stuff. And that's a cool one right there. I don't know if that's supposed to represent the sun or not. I want to get a little bit closer because I thought that was actually pecked out, but I don't think it is. That's probably the sun, I guess. Maybe that's the moon. Who knows?
Al final de su recorrido, ya habiendo llegado a la salida del cañón, decidió volver tras sus pasos para subir por una de las inclinadas paredes y llegar hasta la parte alta. En su subida, Aquachigger comentó los problemas electrónicos que estaba teniendo con su cámara GoPro, que al parecer se habría prendido sola varias veces, lo cual agotaba rápidamente la batería.
Getting really tired, I'm starting to stumble. But I wanted to tell you something. My camera, my GoPro, has come on 5 or 6 times since I started this climb on its own. And I'm doing nothing different than I've done the entire day. I mean, I have a fake battery hooked up to an external battery, but I've done nothing different than I've done the entire day. It keeps coming on. I keep turning it off. So I don't know if that's some type of sign or not. But I got to tell you one thing. Whoa. I won't be able to go much further because my legs are getting rubbery. But I do want to get up to at least that rock face right there. I want to get up to the base of that rock face at least. Look around a little bit. I mean, it really has not come on a single time all day, and it just keeps coming on as I'm walking up. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? If you believe in omens, that could be one. Climb up a little bit further. I figured, you know, if it keeps coming on, I might as well just leave it on. It's like it's trying to tell me something. I don't know if it's trying to tell me, you know, turn your camera on, or trying to tell me go back. But we're gonna find out. Let me tell you what. Let me unplug this cord. External battery's actually got a pretty good charge on it right now, so we should be fine for the rest of the day. Shove it in there. Wait, there we go. All right. We are not gonna go too much further. Oh, we're gonna go a little further. The whole on-off battery, the camera thing is just freaking me out, man. Camera keeps coming on still. Came on twice since I've turned it off. Oh wow, I've never seen into this canyon. Hey, let me just glass that real quick. Hear the drones flying around over there. Military drones. Anyway, I kind of looked around. I don't really see anything. Yeah, so we're back to sure, our truck is way around that side there. It's a good hike. It's got a good hike around the base of that mountain, but I think we got plenty of light, and if we don't, we got a little bit of a moon tonight, so I won't make it bad. Here, the reapers. Get back out of the wind. Haven't been able to see them today. I flew right over my head yesterday. They were pretty close. I mean, they weren't more than probably 1,000 feet up. They're still cruising around. That, man, that really is a perfect den cave, isn't it? Doesn't fit his description, though.
En el camino de regreso a su camioneta a punto de ponerse el sol, Aquachigger habla nuevamente de la idea de una posible manipulación electromagnética de la zona por parte de los militares. A pesar de que esta vez lo hace un poco en broma, ya que no es conocido por ser un youtuber que toque temas controversiales o paranormales, es evidente después de las largas caminatas que ha hecho por la zona, que piensa que hay algo extraño en ella.
I haven't eaten since breakfast, and breakfast wasn't much. That's probably why I'm getting loopy. It's probably not the electromagnetic waves coming off of that thing. The what is that Havana syndrome stuff, man? That's probably what it is, you know. Probably testing that stuff out here. Just making all my stuff go crazy, making my mind go crazy, making everything just go nuts. We'll talk again soon.
En la tercera parte de los enigmas que rodean al caso Kenny Veach, haremos un recuento de todas las extrañas anomalías con las que se han topado los diferentes creadores de contenido que han investigado la zona. Y veremos cómo podrían relacionarse con antiguas leyendas de los nativos americanos y recientes descubrimientos en pleno siglo XX, que parecerían sugerir la existencia de míticas ciudades subterráneas en donde habitan extraños seres no humanos.